Well, after years of scrounging for funding at budget time, lawmakers in Trenton now have more money than they know what to do with. Just 3 weeks to go before the state budget deadline, Republicans say the Murphy administration is cutting them out of choices on how a $4 billion taxed windfall will be used. News 12 New Jersey's Alex Sedan has that story from Mercer County.
It's unprecedented. The whole time I've been here, we've been dealing with shortfalls.
Cash is raining down on Trenton. Since the governor's budget message in February, the state has found itself with an extra $4 billion than it planned for as the economy roars back from the pandemic.
We have a lot more money than we anticipated, and it's time to give it back to the taxpayers.
On Thursday, Republicans demanded the Murphy administration include them in talks about what the money should be used for before the final budget is signed on June 30th.
We've been essentially shut out, left in the dark.
This coming one day after State Treasurer Elizabeth Moyo abruptly canceled her planned appearance before the Senate Budget Committee.
Quite frankly, I think that the administration is hiding their treasurer from us because they're, quite frankly, concerned about the questions that we're going to ask in those hearings.
Moyo did send in written testimony, which said in part, state tax collections in fiscal year 2021 are hitting historic highs. We have not only returned to pre-pandemic levels, but we have jumped past those levels. How big a jump? A 2-month tax collection surge in April and May means the Murphy administration has $2.4 billion more in income tax payments, $1 billion more in corporate tax revenue, and more than $500 million more in sales tax than it was planning for.
And you have two pots of money who we're talking about. One is the federal stimulus money, and the other is the revenue that we are receiving here in the state from state taxes.
With all that money on hand, plus $4 billion more that was borrowed during the second wave of the pandemic, Governor Murphy plans to put over $10 billion away for a rainy day. Republicans want to talk about more property tax rebates, paying off debt, or making a bigger pension payment instead.
And the time is now that we need to have this discussion.
Alex Sedan, News 12, New Jersey.
Democratic Senate Budget Chair Paul Sarlo said the treasurer has submitted her final budget report. Sarlo says stimulus money should be used to pay off debt and plug funding gaps.